What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I want to focus in on the big story out of Flint, Michigan, with the Flint Firebirds OHL team, formerly the Plymouth Whalers, walking out on the team after ownership fired head coach John Gruden, not that John Gruden, and the rest of the coaching staff. Really, a very, very weird story that is one of those classic junior hockey stories I think we'll be talking about for a long time. So we're gonna go kind of frame by frame through this. Supposedly, allegedly, likely, the coaching staff was fired because they weren't giving the owners, Rolf Nielsen's son, Hakon Nielsen, significant ice time. Nielsen, the younger Nielsen, is 17, played 5 games a season, has no points, -3, and 2 penalty minutes. But Hakon Nielsen still walked out and threw his jersey at the management group with the rest of his teammates. So it's kind of an interesting, I guess, father-son dynamic there. But, you look at it, politics and hockey are one of those situations where good players get screwed because they don't have the connections higher up. I'll give you an example. Former NHL player, Massachusetts native Tony Mott, he's a head coach at their academy in Braintree, Massachusetts. Before he took the head job, I know alumni from there that were like, it's not a good idea, the whole program. It's a really exclusive rich prep school. The people at the top are going to screw kids over, and, it's all politics on who makes the team and who doesn't. And a lot of, pretty good players get cut because they don't have, the juice at the top, if you will. And, that's prep school hockey in Massachusetts, and apparently that same, patriarchy, or whatever you want to call it, is in full effect in the OHL. So it's one of those situations where you say to yourself, how far is this going to go? I mean, again, the owner's son's one of the guys that walked out. It was, I guess, kind of like the scene in Rudy, where they all put the jerseys on. It was a Dan Devine's table. It's like, Rudy's not going to play. And the son, it's like, if you're going to fire our coach over, some bullshit political reasons, then, we don't want to play here. And now it's kind of like, we're 12, 14 hours later, and it's like, oh, shit, what's going to happen now? What's that next step going to be for ownership, for the players? And, there's some talent on this team. I mean, they're not playing very well. They're 7-1, and I think through their 9th out of 10th. They're in 9th and 10th in the team division. But, they'll get Nijokovic, Wesley, the Red Wings draft pick, CRV. They can leverage themselves out of the situation. Jeff Merrick tweeted that. But a lot of the other guys, what do you do? And, we'll see how it all shakes up. But definitely one of those things to keep an eye on. Their next game is Friday night against Sarnia. We'll see what happens, whether or not the situation's resolved or they sit out, the players continue to boycott. It's one of those just weird situations. But that's junior hockey for you. It's the entertainment value off the ice is sometimes just as good as it is on the ice. So, hashtag OHL problems. Anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.